balance on offense the other day. Do you think that was the most that you've been humming this season?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had a really clean game. We've had a few other pretty good games, but it felt really good just to know that, we were the ones who were stopping ourselves, which normally is the case, but just to kind of get rolling like that, see, all those running backs, we had a few different guys break off some pretty long runs. That was pretty nice for us.
How much confidence does it give y'all to see Nick come in and do the job that he did, not miss a beat on offense?
Well, I mean, we already knew that they could do that because we see it every day in practice, so nothing that, you saw on Saturday is any different from what he does Monday through Thursday in practice. So, we've got all the confidence in the world in Nick. Great quarterback. Be starting anywhere else. He just happens to have a Heisman, caliber player in front of him. So, we've got all the confidence in Nick. And once again, it was really nice to get to see him. It doesn't, under the circumstances, weren't great because you never want to see anyone go down. But it was nice to see him go in there and play very well and how we knew that he could play.
Going back to when you thought football may not be in your life anymore last year or two, now you get to run down the hill Saturday. Taking any time to think about that? And
a little bit. I guess I'm not taking too much time to think about it. Trying to get prepared for Pitt and all the good stuff they do. But no, it's I know probably Friday night is whenever it'll hit because we always do a little senior video where our parents talk and stuff, and that's probably whenever it's going to really hit me that this is one of my last times running down the hill. So I'm just going to try and take it all in.
How much did it help to have this fall break in terms of preparation? And what have you seen from Pitt's defense so far?
Really good defensive front. They got the number 5 that's an elite player on the edge. Big guys in the middle. They got number 6. I think it's like 335 pounds. I got him listed as. And he moves well for how big he is. That's the crazy thing to me is whenever I saw how big he was, I thought it was just kind of be a slug, but he actually runs pretty well for his size. So they're pretty challenging up front. Things that they do with their linebackers can be challenging. So we have to be very disciplined in our footwork and in our assignments and just play technically sound football. But the good thing is that we did that last week, and Syracuse threw a bunch at us that can really hurt you and can confuse you. And for us to pick it up the way we did was really, really good to see, especially from some of our younger guys that got in and see them not miss a beat. But no, they're a very good football team defensively. Once again, they stop the run, and that's something obviously that we want to get going because that's what makes us a better football team is where we can run the football. So it's going to be fun to watch, especially our first time playing them while they're in the ACC, and it's going to be pretty exciting.
After you get by Florida State, were there any measures taken to kind of say, okay, can't exhale yet, even though we got 3 of our last 4 at home, you're going to be double-digit favorites in all of them? Was there any kind of refocusing that needed to go on?
No, not at all, and that's just goes to the leadership of our team, and and that starts at the top of Coach Sweeney. And we really buy into every game is the biggest game. There's not really ever any kind of refocusing or anything because we're always pretty well focused on teams. And I think that's what makes us special is that we don't have to have any players-only meetings or anything like that to get guys, heads back in the game. We just do what we do week in and week out, and we do it to the best of our abilities, no matter, once again, who we're playing.
What is it about this group that's made you guys buy in to that mentality? It seems like every program says every game's the biggest, but then teams still slip up. You guys seem to have really been able to carry that forward.
Because our past teams, it obviously works. We've had, I think we're going for our 6th straight 10-win season. We believe in what Coach Sweeney says, and whenever you really can buy into what a coach says and just really take everything in that they're about, that's what brings you to a different level. That's why, like you said, we're not going and that's why we've had so many, I can't remember what exactly our streak is, but against non-ranked opponents we won however many games. And so it's just something that, once again, it's the kind of people that Coach Sweeney recruits. It's the kind of leadership that we've had here over the past years, and just something that, once again, it's proven that it works. And so, don't fix it if it ain't broken.
What would it mean to win the ACC Atlantic Division title title was take down 5th. You guys check off another big goal.
Yeah, it's just one of our 5 goals going into the season. So if we can do that, we obviously we get to be in the ACC championship game, but then it doesn't end there. We still got other goals that we want to accomplish, and so we don't want to, say we win this game, we get to go to the, we lock in our ACC championship spot, but then we can't take, Wake Forest or anyone else lightly. So, definitely if we can get a win and get that division title, that'd be great. But we still have a lot more ahead of us that we want to accomplish.
Is it strange, though, to be in this position where you guys win a division title? It's like, it's just one of our next goals, but maybe like 4 years ago, it's like, oh my goodness, we won the division title here at Clemson.
Oh, we still get excited. Don't get me wrong. Do not get me wrong at all. We still get pretty excited, but that's once again, that's the culture around here is we expect a lot of ourselves. And once again, we take every win. You see us dancing in the locker room and whatnot after, we put up big points against a good Syracuse football team. And that's just, winning's not easy. And a lot of people don't realize that is winning at this level of college football is not very easy. Just go ask Texas A&M. It's not easy to do no matter who you are. And we still get excited. But once again, that just speaks to how highly we hold ourselves and what we know that we can do and what we're going to be able to do here for a very long time.
Coach Daly said the offense has been kind of aiming to play its best in November all along. I feel like you guys have kind of hit your stride here the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we've been playing some pretty good football, especially last week. Very clean game, no turnovers. Just really trying to get better every week. Things happen. We had turnovers. Luckily, we can look back and, be undefeated still and say, yeah, we could have done some things better. It's like Coach Caldwell said, it's a lot better to learn a lesson when you win than rather when you're losing. So, I think we're really starting to kind of hit our stride, like you said, and at the perfect time, and once again, that goes back to our coaches, how Coach Sweeney sets up the practice schedule, how he just keeps our bodies right week in and week out, how we prepare, and it's, not even just our main coaches, but like our GAs. Those guys, Thomas Austin, all those guys do such a great job at game planning and everything that really sets us up well to win week in and week out.
I know you want to play lights out right from the season opener, but is there a certain, path to getting to peaking at the right time? Is that like overblown, or is that an end-all, be-all?
Well, it's, you try and get a little bit better every day you walk out on the field. And I know that sounds like a lot of coaches talk and whatnot, but it's true. I try and implement that every day. Every day I come over here, I want to get that a little bit better, just because I know if you can get better every day, by the end of the season, you're going to be at your best whenever you need to be at your best. So, you always knock a little rust off at the first of the season whenever, you go through those first few games and you hadn't been in really game play, or game speed since the last time you played. So, you can knock a little rust off, but once again, if you just get better every day and every day and every day, and you just work like you're supposed to, be committed like you're supposed to day in and day out, it really does kind of come to fruition like it is now for us, to where we've put all that money, we've put it all in the bank, and now we're getting to take it out, during our championship season. And I think it's, it's a combination of guys being committed, coaches obviously knowing what they're doing around here. It's like I said earlier, it's been proven to work, so they know what they're doing, and it's all just works out well for us.
You guys have a pretty popular Vanity Challenge video.
Yeah.
It's also the Vanity Challenge.
I think it's a little silly, but hey, it's guys take it and run with it. So in our video crew, I tell you one thing, they do an awesome job. Looking at other people's little things. Obviously you see all those videos and stuff. Compared to ours, our video crew and our social media crew is so awesome, and those guys, they play as vital a role in building our brand as anyone does. As much as us going out on the field playing, those guys putting it on social media for millions of people to see in 24 hours is awesome. So all the credit to those guys too for building our brand.
What do you think that means for recruiting when you have such a strong social media game?
No, I mean, social media has just blown up into such a huge thing. And, I remember, I think it was during the summer whenever NCAA said that coaches could retweet kids and how coaches were just retweeting everything. And so, I mean, that obviously shows that social media is such a big thing. And for our guys to be so just ahead of the pack really is just awesome for recruiting and gets to show other people a different side of us, like seeing us in the locker room after a game doing videos like that rather than just seeing us, what we're like on the field and how we celebrate after all of our games or any behind the scenes things like the Habitat for Humanity, them putting videos out for that. Just it really, really not only for recruiting but just once again building our brand and showing kind of the other side of not just the football side but kind of the human side of everyone else too.